kind of show you what we got. In case you're looking, what we ended up doing, we talked about being in the hobby room here. And the hobby room has got this table, and the table is, it's a desk. It's a desk table. But I wanted something a little bit nicer, so I ordered something a little bit nicer because that table is going to go here, and we're going to get rid of some of those boxes. And then we're going to replace that, and the printer's going to sit on this island. And there it is. This is how it showed up from China to Korea to my apartment. And notice it's kind of small-ish. Yeah, a little small. But it's got a fold-out thing, so supposedly it's supposed to be about 2 feet across. It's supposed to be like a kitchen island thing. So what we're going to end up doing is, I guess we're going to get a towel and we're going to drag that in here somehow. We're going to put you all in here like that. Ferthus, hey! Ferthus is back. And we're going to try to drag this thing down the hall into the room. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm not going to be able to reply a lot because I'm going to be dragging stuff around, moving stuff. So that's what it is. I think I can adjust this so I can see what's going on a little bit. I got like a mirror thing. I don't know. Something like that. So the first thing we need to get is this. And I think what we'll end up doing is we're going to need to get a towel. And we just so happen to have a towel. So we've got our microcloth towel here. Actually, I picked this up when we went to Oahu, when we lived in Oahu. It ended up, it's nice, it's absorbent, but it dries quick, and it's not a regular towel. So if I screw this up, it's not that bad. So we're going to do the old tilt. Put the towel under this. Tilt this way. Then don't want to get the wife's slippers. I don't want to scratch the floor, that's for sure. And boom. There we go. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put these legs up. That way we get the big vantage point. We'll see where we can get going here. Crash, bang. Okay. Kind of doing this like that. And I think we got it, maybe. I gotta do that. So many things to snap and click and do whatever. Okay, I think we're in frame there. We'll just call it good and see what happens. Again, I can't read comments. So, for that, I'm gonna need some scissors. Got the awesome shears. We'll see how this goes. Yep, that's me. One of the fun things of living overseas, if you don't speak the language, is that delivery people came up and delivery people were like, you know, bring, bring, and, you know, there was the phone and it was like, okay, hello? And the guy was like, do you know the sale? I'm like, nay. He goes, Korean? Or ask for Korean? And I said, no, American? I said, English Saddam? And he's like, oh, and it was an older guy. So, but then I got that he was going to deliver it. But I just didn't know when, and I assumed it was going to be today sometime. It's either going to be, well, what's today? Today's Thursday. According to the clerk and the message I got, it was either going to be today or tomorrow. So within 3 days. So, and just cleaned this room up. It's no longer clean. You have to clean again. Packaging looks good. There's only a couple marks on it, so it's not too bad. We're gonna need Mr. Hammer. Mr. Hammer. Let me see. Let's see if this is like in frame. Oh yeah, we're in frame. We got lots of stuff. I'll get the hammer. One more thing in here. Get a little fan action here. So, okay, they're not screws. They look like they're just from a. Yeah, just a little. Yeah, just a little from a nail gun. I miss my nail gun. I had a finishing nail gun and a real nail gun because we used to rehab houses. So. But all of that went by the wayside when we had to sell everything. inhale myself. The only thing bad about this room is there's no air conditioning. So it is what it is. So that's why the paint station is in the office with the air conditioner. And then seeing that this was a 4-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, all the other rooms have air conditioning except this one. So yeah, lots of fun. Let's see what we're gonna do. I finally had my crowbar from the United States. But who would take a crowbar to Korea? I'm still gonna have to take all this apart. But I could tilt this upside down and then lift this out, but I don't think that's, I think it's too tall. That's 52 inches. Of course, of course, of course. Of course, a horse. And cleaning the room again is always going to be fun, because I thought I was done. I thought this would be delivered in a box, which it was delivered in a box, but it has a wooden frame. So, it is what it is. Sticks. Gotta have the sticks. Now the other thing is, with all these sticks, I'm going to have to, I think, buy a sticker to get rid of them. So, because here in Korea it ends up, if it's not normal trash, then you have to get like stickers, and you have to pay some money, and so that way the trash person, they come and they take all the stuff and there it goes. And yes, it's a little warm in the room. Somebody was zealous with the nails. Oh, good Lord. They must have punched in about 15 or 20 nails. Okay. Nail guy was angry. Yeah. Nail guy was angry. Wow. He did his job, so yeah, there's that. Might be able to. Closer, closer. Thought this was going to be an easy job. That's the thing about Korea. The other thing is that, yeah, a lot of stuff is, it kind of reminds me like Hawaii in a way, because everything's got to shipped here unless it's built locally, which some stuff is, but the majority isn't. So, and the expensive things are like furniture, electronics are real expensive, even though you have Samsung here. Still, electronics are real expensive, beds are real expensive, furniture is expensive, all that stuff is pretty expensive. So, yeah, I got a lot of cleanup. Wife's gonna be, what is this? It's gonna be like, oh. But we've got the box. Don't fall. So I'm gonna get this out of the way. And the majority of this wood. Makeshift mop. Floor sweeper. Floor sweeper 9000. And scissors. Assuming this side's the bottom. To it. Gotta be careful. These metal bands, I don't want to pull these and scrape them. This might have to be a episode video. Maybe. See how it goes. I haven't had lunch yet either. So, some assembly required. What are the odds? That's some pretty thin board there. Not sure what that's for. But we've got a couple of them. Now this thing, when I looked online, it had a lot of good reviews. And it looked really sturdy. And a bunch of people were saying, oh, it's a sturdy kitchen island and blah, blah, blah. And kind of figured I'd have to put it together. I wasn't really hoping to, but I thought about doing it in the other room. But I've just been having problems just get that whole room cleaned up. So I didn't want to bring this in there, even though that's got air conditioning. So I'm wondering if I chose poorly. But I can bring the fan in here. So with the fan, and of course the fan is under the desk. We all know how much fun it is to go under desks. Yeah, that's 220. Yes. That's good. Good. The fan is good. What do we got? Yeah, we got some people watching. Do we got everything in frame, kind of? move, maybe. There we go. Alrighty. So we'll close this. These still look a little nicer. Styrofoam for ages. Assuming these are going to be all the nuts and bolts, and I'm seeing a ton of holes. So, wait for it to come around because I'm going to be right here. Come on, there we go. Boom. I will say, the delivery people in Korea are a lot better than the United States. So, and I worked at a, what's a big brown truck in the United States? FedEx. I think it's FedEx. But, yeah. Oh my gosh, seriously. Here's your parts. Yeah, we're not going to label them. We're just going to throw them all in a sandwich bag, and you're going to have fun. Yeah. Seriously. Oh my gosh. This looks like a pile of... This is like what I would have in a junk drawer in the garage back in the States. In a plastic bag, in a sandwich bag. What do we got here? Oh, we got a couple of drawer things, rails. And we got styrofoam. Which luckily in Korea, styrofoam you can just throw it away. It gets recycled, and so that's not going to be too bad. Except for the little white little styrofoam beads that are going to be everywhere. They're going to take forever to clean up. But that's what you do. Huh. Interesting. We have the workmanship is incredible. It's like, hey, I got some old wood from behind the, we could use this to build it. Oh, okay. Well, there's a nice part. We got some nice parts. Okay. Yeah, so that's going to be the color for this, and I think that'll work out okay. So we're going with a darker color. Put that styrofoam. We have more of this foam, packaging, more styrofoam bubbles everywhere. We'll give it to them. They can pack it. They packed it well. I mean, at least it's smooth. So it's got some smooth pieces. They got countersunk in there, so that's good. That's just a regular one. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit more involved. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, oh, yeah, no problem. Just order the furniture and they should be good to go. And they're cool. They're not labeled. They just have measurements on them. I mean, it's some good wood. I mean, it's older wood. And it's straight, so as long as it's straight, we should be good to go. Dusty. More foam, styrofoam. More boards. Got an 8, got a 4, got a 7, or a 3. I don't know, it could be an L. I don't know. Could be Korean symbols. You got some dovetail joints in here, kind of like stuff for the drawers. I think this has a couple of drawers on it. Again, no markings. But they did go through, if you can see the joints on this. So, looks like they're pretty good. You want to hear a funny story? I thought about going to IKEA and getting something, but I was like, no, IKEA, you got to put it all together. And it's like, so I got this. So I get to put all this together. Okay. The white hand of Sauron. Good thing is, we got some multi-purpose cleaner stuff. So hopefully this doesn't cause cancer and it wipes off a bit. Of course, if this was going to California, everything in it would be causing cancer. Isn't that the way California goes? Everything in California causes cancer. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Pretty color. Wow. How's that? Now I'm feeling better. Before I was like, ah. I like that color. It was a good color. Getting foam raw. There we go. Notice this stuff? They just kind of, they put it in here, they load stuff, and then they flip it over and they put stuff, and so it's kind of like going back and forth, back and forth. With a myriad of styrofoam. More styrofoam. And more styrofoam. And more. And more. And more. And more. I have no idea. No idea what or where that goes. But we got two of them. I guess some, these are these are the bottom, I'm assuming. I'm guessing it goes something like that. Like that. I don't know. What is the one thing that you always get? And I'm not seeing right yet. We have not run across the things that are important that a lot of people don't read. That's the instructions. Where are the instructions? Please be under here. Ow. Seriously. No instructions. You've got to be kidding me. No. Nada. Zip. Zero. Instructions. None. Seriously, really? No instructions. I've got a bag. No markings, no nothing. I got two drawer handles, so I know where those go. So this thing has drawers. And we've got like 1-inch wood screws. We got like 1/4 inch wood screws. We got some Allen bolts, screw thingies. We got some washers. We got some L brackets. There's no instructions. Ah, we got the rails. We got the rails. At least the rail company was so kind to put instructions on how to install these. Somebody in China is laughing their ass off. That's all I'm saying. Oh, wow. No instructions. You gotta be kidding. Maybe it's in that bag. Maybe it's in that bag. Maybe like on the outside of the bag, the big black bag that we first took off, maybe there was like a parts instruction thing, I hope. Please, please, please let there be. Yeah, I think we'll end up doing this one. Try to fold this up and keep all those little styrofoam squigglies in here as much as possible. Steady. Much styrofoam. Be finding squigglies for the next 10 years. Probably tape this up. Do I have tape? I know I have tape somewhere. We'll be back with tape. All I'm saying is there better be instructions on that black bag. All I'm saying, there better be instructions. Because if there's not, oh, I'm going to be sending a nasty grab. Maybe there's no instructions because that wasn't included in the tariff deal. I don't know. Seriously, no instructions? Hoping I just overlooked them. Yeah, this might have to be I don't know if this is going to be a two-part video or if it's just going to be a one. And then I'll just take however many years it takes to build it, and then maybe in a year or two we'll come back and you'll see the finished product in a future video. Okay, no instructions there. We know there's none there. None here. I don't know why you would put instructions on the outside of packaging. Please, please let there be instructions. It's not looking good. could be a homeless person. We had no instructions. Really. None. Why? We got a shipping label. We got a bag full of parts. But we have no instructions. It's almost like, yeah, you're buying the furniture. Steep discount. I mean, this is a good discount on this. This is the cheapest one I could find by a lot, and apparently it's cheap when you don't have instructions. So, yeah. Where did I put the tape? I had tape there too. Really? No instructions. Why wouldn't there be instructions? Like Pirates of the Caribbean. Why is all the rum gone? Why are all the instructions gone? Why? What's that anime show? One Piece? With the pirate, and he dies, and his treasure is out somewhere, so everybody wants to be a pirate looking for his treasure. It's the one piece that we need. And that's what we need here, is that one piece. Seriously. Sweat my butt off. Put that in there. Seriously. No instructions. None. Nada. Zip zero. I mean, usually instructions would be in a bag, but the bag we got is kind of like out of somebody's garage full of parts with no instructions. What are we gonna do? Seriously. Maybe I just put the board on top of a folding table and we'll call it good. Please. Why? Why wouldn't you put instructions? Probably because of the trade deal and the tariffs. Or somebody was just having a bad day at work and forgot, which is more likely it. So for the Chinese guy that forgot to put the instructions in, I know it happens. So if you're watching this, send me the instructions and just be like, oh, my bad. I'll totally understand. Somebody told me you could make glue out of this stuff. You can make super glue out of styrofoam. I'm not sure it's with acetone and styrofoam. You dip it in there and it turns into CA or something like that. We're getting there. No instructions. No instructions. Seriously, no instructions. I mean, even if they were in Chinese, at least you got pictures. I just got to feel bad for that. At least you'd have pictures and you'd be able to put it together. It would take some time, but you know, hey. But we don't have pictures because we don't have the instructions. I mean, I can kind of get an idea of these slots line up with those slots for like that for the drawers. So, you know, we got that. We got some holes in there. And we know that the handles go on here. Those are the things that we do know that go absolutely in there. So there's two things that we know where they go exactly. But with these other parts, we're gonna have that. There's holes, so at least they got holes here, and they have countersunk holes there. So we can get the drawers put together, for the most part. Problem is, we just don't know how the rest of it goes. Get that, so that, we got two of those, so at least we can get the drawers together. We just don't know which screws to use, which we've got the choice of, they've got to be the 1-inch ones. We know where these go. Bonus. Don't need instructions on those. So we got like 1 inch. These go through, it just catches maybe, well, it's countersunk, you might be able to get a 1/2 inch. So we get something like that. So I'm assuming that's the 1 inch go for these. So that's not too bad. But then we've got some of these small boogers here. Those are the smallest ones. And then we've got some of these, which have got an Allen key, and there is no supplied Allen key. Oh, there's an Allen key. No instructions, but we have an Allen key. And that fits those. So I'm wondering if these, okay, those go in there. But wait, there's more confusion. Because we have two different sizes. We have the long one with the Allen, and we have the short one with the point that's Allen as well. And then we've got these, and a handful of those in there. And then we've got L brackets. And then we've got some washers. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8 L brackets. So I'm wondering if the L brackets go on the drawers somehow. But I don't see where those would go. And I don't see a board for the back of the drawer. That. So we have 2 sides for that. We've got 2 long ones for this. And then we've got another this. But we don't have the part that goes on there. How does that work? Or am I missing something? Yeah, those line up. Well, where's the back of the drawer? Let me show you what we're talking about here. So We've got the front piece there. We've got these two side pieces. We got the bottom of the drawer, but where's the part that goes here? We've got that. I mean, that's a nice color. I like that. But I don't think it's the one I ordered, maybe. I don't know. And we've got these pieces. And then we've got that piece. Somewhere in the pile. That's it. That is the pile. I mean, we got that. Maybe it's drawers that don't have ends. But there's no screws. Well, no, there's got to be something because there's some screws there. So something has got a screw. Because see, we got the screws there and the screw holes there, the countersunk. And so we know that that goes there. And that bottom of the thing goes there. But where's the piece that goes on top of that for the back of the drawer? Some board with a notch for the drawer bottom. That's what I was thinking, but this is it. I mean, there's the holes there. What about the pile on the chair? That's the second drawer. So we have the same thing. We have that piece. We have the two smaller sides. We have the two long sides. So we got the exact same thing, and that's the pile. So, yeah. In other words, oh, wait a second. Duh. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so apparently we do have the boards for that. So that's good. But we got short boards, and then we have long boards. No, I think we're good. And that'll go in there. And boom. So we got that. And then we got the same thing here. Okay. Crisis averted. Holy crow. But we still don't have any instructions. Which amazes me. Let's go into, I'm going to take you out here, you might get a little seasick. Okay, so we got the drawers figured out. And then we got the rest of that. So it's not bad. Let's take a look at, let's see if we can take a look at the computer. I'll pull up the site where I ordered that stuff from. Yeah, I know, you're getting seasick, I'm sorry. The joys of, I miss Home Depot, like big time. I love Home Depot. Lowe's, not so much. We did more commercial stuff, or, rehabbing properties and stuff like that. And so we had like a pro account at Home Depot there in Pueblo, Colorado. And we rehabbed over 60 homes. So we had that going on. Let's check Neighbor and see what we got. And we'll pull up, because hopefully I can message these people and we got another message that came in, and it says blah blah blah. Sometimes I think I get, I'm sorry, I missed it. Delivery departure, product will be delivered sometime between 3 and 1,700 today. So I got another small order coming in. It's just another paint rack. But let's see. Where is, there it is. Okay. So if we can get the picture, and we can take a look at this. No, look for instructions. That's what we're checking right now. So here is the website or the place where I ordered it from. So that would provide me with, you know, some pretty decent amount of, let me see if I can do this. Yeah, not bad. And it was the cheapest that I could find. Shipping fee was 10,000, which actually it came out to almost 20,000 won. So, IKEA side table, home storage bar, kitchen workshop top, whatever. So we've got that. Let's see, 400,000 divided by, I think the exchange rate is around 1340, we'll say. So $300. Not bad, not bad. That was the cheapest one that I found like this. And maybe it's because it didn't have instructions. So what we end up with here is, so we've got the two side pieces, we got that. We've got that there. The drawers, we know how to put those together. So yeah, pretty nice, not bad. So that's not bad. And it's got, like, on the other side, let's see what else we got on the pictures. Of course, it comes from China, but it's got, this is the reverse side. So you've got kind of like an area here if you wanted to make this like a breakfast bar. You have room for your legs or whatever, but this side is going to be up against a wall. So some drawers. I didn't get the ones with the cabinets. I went cheap this time. And I think this will be good. I mean, that looks really nice. And let's see if we see any interesting stuff. Overseas, shipping fee was 20,000. Well, that's a return shipping fee. Why was my shipping fee 20,000? Oh, well. Made in China, blah, 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 blah. Pretty good construction. I think I got the one with the two drawers. I think I got the 120 length. 120 or 130, something like that. And there it is, boom. So that's not too bad. We just need to figure out how to put it all together. We've got 8 of those tiny L brackets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe those are for the shelves. I don't know. Options. There it is. Delivery from China to a truck to another truck to somewhere else, and then it gets transported and wherever, and it shows up. Buyers must see the details of the real picture of commodity. Okay. Well, we've got that. I want instructions. Where are the instructions? details. And we got some screw holes there. So I'm assuming, so yeah, we got some screw holes on there. So I'm assuming that's where some of those go. And if we've got 1, 2, 3, there's maybe 3 of those on each side. So that'd be 6, 7, 8. So I'm not sure how many we got. But they do different types. So it's actually real lumber. It's not that press board crap that you get at Walmart. I mean, I love stuff like this, but figuring out the screws can be frustrating. Yeah, when they send you a bag of screws. And, okay, that doesn't tell me anything. Wejambu, ni up, rok, chilpuri, chi, songdongguang, chiang e, wani Dui mo ro tokuan chirong un myong e pangji he chu shiki paramnida no. There's the phone number. So yeah, that's what we end up having. No instructions whatsoever. So that would be fun. So I'm guessing let me get the bag. The bag of parts. Bag of parts, the parts bag. So I'm gonna have to send them a message and say, hey, by the way, so we know where these go. So we're good there. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 8 L brackets. It's a pile of bolts. Pile of stuff. If this, you would see this at like Zombie Hunter. Hey, what's up, guy? This would be like at a garage sale or your grandfather's, whatever, your dad's shop, just a arbitrary bag of nuts and bolts. And okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 of the big ones. 9? 9. 9. Why would we have 9? A spare, maybe? I'm gonna go back and look at the pictures. I don't need the happy music. Unless the happy music has directions. Okay, let's see. Trying to find that picture that had the picture that we looked at. It showed like the end caps. Because I'm thinking there should be 4. 1, 2. Should be maybe 4 of those. Oh, we also got some other ones. But we've got these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we got 12 of the pointed ones here. But we got 9 of the long ones that aren't pointed. So 12 and 9. I'm assuming that the shelf unit, and I'm kind of getting this off of this picture here. So you can see where we got like there and there and there and there. So I'm assuming there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of the big ones. And then these other ones here are for the side pieces or the shelves on the back. You don't really get a good clear picture of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking for the main base that would screw, and then for these sections here, you would have the pointy ones, maybe. I don't know, something like that. That's what I'm guessing. One, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking these big ones, there's 9 of them, so I'm thinking gave us a spare. So with that, 8 of them, I'm going to assume it's 8. So if we do 4 on each side, 2 top and then 2 down on the bottom, and then you use these for the shelving units that you would connect maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-ish. That might work. Why couldn't you just make them all the same size? Jeez. It's not, I mean, they look like the same thread. They're the same thread pitch. It's just one's got China, why are you doing that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, there's 4, I think there's 4 of the big ones that go on each end. And then, like on this other picture here, it shows 1, 2 on the side. So I'm assuming that's what these are for this. But then you got to have, then you have the drawers. The drawers are going to be on the rail. Okay. But I'm assuming you're going to need some of, and then we have the L brackets. At least they gave us an Allen wrench. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. We've got 9 small washers, like so. So we got 9 of those. They don't fit these. Of course, they could fit these, as you see there. Of course, then they could also fit, I don't think anybody in their right mind would use these wood screws with washers. So I'm going to take that out of the equation. And then we've got 1 inch, I'm assuming those are 1 inch. 1 1/4 inch wood screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we got 18 of these. We got a buttload of the small ones, the tiny ones. This has got to be what? Half inch? 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 18, 20, 22, 20. So we got 60 so far. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8. 87 of the small ones. So, where the hell would those go? I'm not sure. So, you know what I'll do is I'll send an email, a message, say, hey, where's the instructions? That would be nice. Instructions would be nice every once in a while. I don't know. And I'm checking the website, the storefront, to see if they have see more, blah, 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 products, announcements, reviews, shopping, seller information, announcement Q&A. Let's take the Q&A and see if they got something. No, Q&A is not Q&A like you have questions. Let's see what else we got. Seller information. Tao Mulsan is direct response shopping mail, seller information company, exponent, Jin Xiang Glen. That doesn't tell me anything. It doesn't give me instructions. So, alrighty. We will throw all this stuff back in the bag. I'm kind of guessing that the 1 1/4s are going to be used for the drawers. The small ones, I have no clue. 1/2 inch? Seriously? Really? How many threads are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. Again, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. The small ones, not sure. I know I've been missing some comments, so let me pull up the page and we'll see what we got for comments. Because I know some people are wondering about that. about 100% sure these long ones are going to go on those outer edge, the end pieces. So let's see, we got a bunch of comments. Pretty nice, frustrating. There was a picture with a measuring tape on the page. What reference and instructions? No. Hey guys, I got those same bolts. I had to buy them for a pit droid I'm making at the moment. Oh, cool. Zombie Hunter doing a pit droid. They might have instructions on their website. Unfortunately, the answer is no. Apparently it was such a good deal, but that's because they didn't do instructions. No instructions. What do you do? I don't know. Okay, well, let's see what goes on. Let's go back to the snowball room. That's kind of why I put the fan here, to try to keep all of the, let's see, oh Steve, I'm headed to bed over here. Good luck on the puzzle. Looking forward to seeing the completed. Yeah, me too. Have good sleep. There might be a YouTube video on that and how to put it together. That's a good idea. They don't have it on the website, that's for sure. So, and this is a Chinese company. I'll have to check into that, but yeah. Bag of parts, bunch of pieces, go for it. So, I think what we'll end up doing is, I am starving, so we'll put that there, and we'll kind of end this and just call that. But we made headway on moving that over there. So that is almost good. I need to get a power strip because we only have that plug there. So, yep, see ya. And then that desk is getting cleaned up a lot. As you can see underneath there, we definitely got a lot more cleaner, a lot better. Majority of the stuff on the desk, like all of that stuff there, is going to be gone. All this crap that's there is going to be gone. So it's going to look crisp and clean. And then we'll see what else that we end up doing. Got to find some place to put all of this stuff. So I'm going to be going through. There's probably a bunch of stuff that I need to throw away. So there's that. And yeah, I'm going to be having some fun with the puzzle project. So I'm going to get me some lunch and I'll let y'all go. So, hey, thanks for checking it out. Zombie Hunter, Pit Droid. Yeah, keep us abreast on what's going on with that. I'd like to see that. That'd be kind of cool to check out, to see, because if you need big bolts like that, that sounds like it's going to be a big thing. So that would be kind of cool to check out. So, yeah, keep us updated on all that. Yep, see you next time. Have a good one. Anybody else who's watching, a few other people. I'm Steve, the retired hobby tech guy, American expat in Korea, and desperately searching for instructions on how to put together that island thing. So, Zombie says, just painting the pit droid now. Oh, okay, cool. Well, hey, shoot me an email when you get it done. I'd like to take a look at that and see what you're doing. I think that'd be pretty cool. I get people that send me pictures and stuff like that, but yeah, keep me informed. I'd like to see that. So anyway, have a good one. Everybody else, we'll see you on the next video. Like, subscribe, all that crap. Good to go. And yeah, peace. We'll see how it goes. Puzzle time, puzzle time. Enjoy your lunch. Yep, will do. Thanks, Harry. I'll put a video up. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely put a video up. And then make sure you send me an email with the link to your video. Definitely do that. So, cool. All right, now we're going to go. Peace.